All right, so today we're going to learn some very important information about how to interpret lab results. So when we go to the lab and we get our blood drawn and then we get our test results, there are reference ranges for us to take a look at. They are flagged if the value is high or low. And we look at the reference range as being the range that we should fall into. But come to find out, reference ranges are not optimal ranges. They are a representation of the average scores for the population. So in other words, if 50 people have been tested for the ALT value, which is a liver enzyme value, if 50 people have been tested, then the reference range is going to represent the average of the 50. It does not tell you what you should be targeting in terms of that value. Interesting, right? So, for example, here on this lab requisition for the ALT test, it says that the reference range is 3 to 45. And the AST, which is another test that indicates the health of your liver, that value is 10 to 40. So 10 to 40 for AST and 3 to 45 for the ALT. But when I ran a Google search for these values, it said, and I Google search optimal ALT. And what it said was that the optimal ALT and AST is 0 to 35. So in other words, these liver values are optimal if they are 0. Not 10 for the AST and not 3 for the ALT. Okay, so the liver should not have any fat whatsoever and is considered normal at 0. Now, it went on to say in that Google search that the upper end should be less than 30 for males and less than 19 for females. Well, on the lab requisition, there's no differential indicated based on gender. So that's a missing piece of information for the interpretation of the person who's looking at their lab results. Next, in my research on YouTube, Dr. Robert Lustig said that the upper value for the general population should be 25 for the ALT, and the upper level for African Americans should be 20. On this lab requisition, there's no indication of differential for culture, ethnicity. So I just wanted to bring to your attention that when you're looking at your lab values, you cannot believe that if you fall within those ranges that you are experiencing good health. You have to take it upon yourself to actually search, put the word optimum or optimal in front of the test value that or acronym that you're looking at. So in other words, I had to search optimal ALT in order to get the information. So I hope that this explanation helps you to understand the fallacy in looking at your lab results and thinking that you are doing just fine when you fall within these average ranges, because as the population becomes sicker and sicker, the range is skewed and changed because the average value that the population is experiencing is changing. But the value for optimal health is not changing. So, for your liver to be considered healthy, your ALT test should be between 0 and 25 for the general population and 0 and 20 for the African American population. Very important to know. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe the channel. Bye now.